morning, students. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing great. Okay, giving full time to your studies and playing as well. Along with study, playing is also important. Okay, so let us start with the question answers of the lesson, The Happy Prince. So today we will discuss the question answers. Okay, so what is the first question? First question is, why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? Is he really happy? So what question is, why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? Okay, so I hope everybody knows the answer of this question. It has been discussed many times during the chapter. Why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? Yes, students? Yes. They call him happy prince because he led his life inside a palace as a prince and he led a very happy and comfortable life. Okay, that's why courtiers used to call him the happy prince. And next part is he really happy? Now, is he really happy when he has been converted into a statue? No, he is not happy at all now. Okay, what does he see all around him? The next part of this question is, what does he see all around him? Yes, students, what does he see all around him in the city, in the world? Yes, he says pain, suffering, poverty, strife spread everywhere. Okay, now he could see the other side of the world, the ugly side. Okay, the bitter reality of this world. Okay, now he could see the things outside a palace. Okay, so this was your first question. Coming to second question. Why does the happy prince send a ruby for seamstress? What does the swallow do in the seamstress house? Okay, why does the happy prince send a ruby for seamstress? What was the need of that? Okay, you know? Yes? Okay, so he sent ruby to seamstress because she was a poor lady. Okay, she earns very little by sewing the clothes of people, by doing embroideries on people's clothes, and her only son was lying ill, asking for oranges, but she could not afford these things. Okay, so at her helplessness, at her poverty, happy prince, he shed tears and requested swallow to take a fire stone from his eye and a ruby from swords hilt and take it to the seamstress. Okay, so what does the swallow do in the seamstress house? Swallow takes the ruby to seamstress house and he put that ruby stone on a table and then he flaps his wings on the ill son of that seamstress. Okay, to fan him. That makes the boy much comfortable and feel better. Okay, so next question. Next question is, for whom does the prince send fires and why? Okay, ruby stone was sent to the seamstress and now the two fire stones of his eyes were left. Okay, for whom does the prince send the fires and why? Yes, students, you know very well. The first fire was sent to, yes, to help the playwright. That playwright was poor, it was chilly weather and there was not enough fire in his fireplace and he was not able to write the play that he was supposed to write on that day for the director of a theatre. Okay, he was very much upset. That's why Happy Prince asked the swallow to take one of his eyes that were made of firestone to that young playwright. And the second firestone from his eyes was sent to a match girl whose matchboxes had fallen into a gutter and she was crying. Okay, so next question is, what does the swallow see when it flies over the city? When the swallow flies over the city, he sees that rich people were living and enjoying inside their beautiful houses, okay, living a very comfortable, luxurious life, while poor people, poor children, they were moving on the roads like beggars without any food and without any shelter. Okay, so next question, why did the swallow not leave the prince and go to Egypt? It had also been discussed many times. Now the happy prince was blind without both of his eyes because both the spires had been sent to help the needy. Okay, so next question, our last question is, what are the precious things mentioned in the story and why are they precious? Okay, so what are the two precious things mentioned in the end of the story? When the God asked his angels to bring two precious things from the world below. So what were the two things that angels thought of to be very precious? So those two things were, yes students, you know, yes, it was prince leaden broken heart and second the dead body of swallow. So those two things were considered most precious by the angel of God because according to them they were symbol of love and sacrifice, they were symbol of selflessness, they were symbol of kindness and generosity. They sacrificed their lives for the sake of humanity, okay, to remove the suffering of humanity. Okay students, so these were your question answers and I will send the answers to you as well, and please do write these question answers in your notebook, and tomorrow we will do chapter from your another book behind. Okay students, thank you so much.